YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Craft with Me where we are working on the Dark Potions journal, and we're still in the selecting, and I could probably do a slash making papers because we're making papers. And papers to do all kinds of different things. So at some point the next step after this is going to be making pockets. Oh, yes. And another thing we need to do is make at least an envelope. And we might want to do this envelope instead. Make it more correspondence-y. We'll take two out. Okay. So if we get stuck for things to do, we'll do some envelopes. So we're still sort of in the prep mode. So, okay. So let's push this off to the side. And I shall show you what I have been up to. I have been up to all kinds of things. Oh, it's very exciting. Okay, so so this is just a regular piece of mixed media paper. I've got a pad of it. I'm just using it up. And this is my collage board. And it is basically neutral colors, splobs of, this is washi tape, other bits and pieces and so on and so forth. So this comes from the Poppy Journal, so does this. And so sometimes what I do is that and so does this. As one journal ends, I'll go through the scraps and then make a collage board for the next oncoming one, and that way we can still keep rotating the papers and such. So anyways, I like this. We used the last one. I think we did that and that or something. I don't know, maybe this and that. I don't know. We did some things. Anyway, so paper, very good. Happy with that. Next on the list is, these are all, what do we call these things? Rolodex cards. So I got some paint. It's a special kind of paint that has two colors in it. And then when you sort of splodge it down and you give it enough water and allow enough movement to happen, it will peel out into its ingredient colors. It's called something. I got the paint from Amazon, but it's from a Japanese company. Next video, I promise to have it, the name. And so these are water splodges. So I had too much water. I might do this again with a little bit less water, but these are fun. I like these. These can be pockets, whatever's. I was thinking, note to self. Dear self, here's a note. What I think will also be good in a potions journal. A recipe card. So that's another thing that I can go and get. So we've got those. So that's two. Tags or pockets. Oh, yes. So, all right. Recall, I haven't probably done this for a while. Taking a blank coffee filter, taking markers, and then marking it up very heavily, placing it on some kind of, it needs to be plastic because it needs to be a base to allow water to move freely, and then squirt, 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 leave, let dry, the color will wander, and you will get results kind of like this. So first one, that is as good a color that I had in my head for the contrast color of acid green. And you can do all kinds of things with these. You can use them as book pages, you can make corners out of them, you can make journaling cards, you can do all the things. It's a beautiful, sturdy paper. It's somewhere between a tissue paper and a good piece of photocopy paper, but with a lot more water movement properties. So that's one. This is two. And so I think the last time that I did this, I was using very inexpensive markers from the dollar store, and it came out very, very light and weak. And so this is dollar store markers, but this time I didn't just streak it, I actually colored it in, and the results are quite good. So it really doesn't matter what marker. The other marker type that I have is a Tombow. I have a few of those markers. They are juicier and a little bit more high-end, but doesn't really matter. What matters is that you cover the paper well and maybe a couple of layers. So there's that one. Oh, this one makes my heart happy. Look at that. And then that side, that's just, it has this natural sort of seam down here that makes it perfect for that. So we've got that. And, oh, I got three more. This one. So this one was butt up against another one that's had majority of that color. So it started off and it was really just this color. And then when I placed them down, I wasn't really paying attention. We had a bit of an overlap. So the water from here kind of bled into there as it dried. Not mad at all. Not mad at all. Love, 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 love. This one is amazing. So this was me doing, you can sort of see the residual of this one. So I was basically doing, cut it into eighths and then colored the different pieces. And then I think I did a center that was quite rich. This color here, yummy, 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 yummy. And then this was the, hi. I did like a reddy purple. So we can very clearly see there's that overlap there. And that happened. But again, not mad. This is probably not going to be used because this is too pink. And the purple starts like that, but when it is subject to this method, it bleeds out into its very pinkiness. So we've got those papers. Yum. Did I mention that? We've got those. Oh yes, okay, so in bag. And I need to root around here, so bear with me. So this is my let's go to the graveyard, do some gravestone rubbing. I went very specifically, if you've seen the last batch of this that I did, you'll remember there is a star that exists that is quite interesting, and I wanted to go back and get that and basically reproduce it, but do it a little bit neater. Whole story that goes with that. And I was, okay, so I didn't do that. So we're just going to pull out bits and pieces as they come out. Can you see the cat? That's a lovely cat. So some of this is for the cat journal because I clearly have difficulty finding my way around. I don't have trouble finding my way around the cemetery. I have trouble finding my way back to where was the stone where. Books. I'm just going to keep that one there so you can maybe see that. So that's books. I like that. That's fun. So cat and books, we'll sort of group them. Ooh, this is a tissue. What's this now? Blank tissue paper, okay. Oh, yes, okay. Sleeping cat. So we have 2 cats. Once you start looking for non-standard things, like the things that are most visible to me are things like roses and poppies, but there are a lot of additional bits and pieces that are, so I have 2 different cats already. And sometimes I did duplicates of something just because I like them. This is just a beautiful piece of edging. I like that a lot. Okay, we'll put that over there. No, I said that's for the cat journal. This is for the potion journal. Oh yes, so another cat. This I think was the first one of this, and I did it in a gray, and gray on print you can't see, so that's why we have some purple. I'm gonna put that over there. What's this one? Oh, yep. This one. So this is that cat. Looks a little annoyed. This black cat looks so good. So all we've done is change the color. So this looks very cozy and quaint. This looks like it means business. Oh yes, okay, so this is rice paper. And this, there is a sundial. This is the sundial. X-I-O-I. So that's the top of the sundial. And this is at the bottom, which is wings and a little, I'm going to say sand timer. That's not what they are. What do they call them? I know you're yelling. I can hear you. Well, I can hear you yelling. I just can't hear you articulate. I'm going to call it a sand timer. That's all my brain can come up with. I like that. That one's very fun. And I did it in green because green was the color that we were going after. But this, I think, would work in almost any color. What else we got? Okay, these are spare paper. More spare paper. More spare. We've got little crayon bits. So, an improvement that I used. One of the things that is clear about doing this kind of work, I'm using very fragile paper, and I'm essentially rubbing against stone or brass, and the indents are pretty deep. So I'm rubbing fairly hard, and it will destroy the paper. And so what I am doing now is I'm putting this down, this on top, to give it a little bit more sturdiness, and then doing the rubbing, and the rubbing happens just fine. I was gonna use this as the primary page, but it's like, no, you wanna have some kind of weird fancy. Okay, so this is the thing that I was looking for. It took me, a little story time, probably around, I'm going to say 20 minutes to re-find this gravestone. I went up and down and up and down and up and down, and then I went across and back, across and back, and I did a really good inspection of the place where I thought it was, and then I came to the conclusion of, okay, I've done a good look now. It's not here. This is why spooky stories happen. Because in my mind, even though I'm a rational person, it's like, well, maybe something happened. Maybe this got moved. There was another grave marker that looked, I had never seen it before, and it was very different. It was pine, and it caught my eye in a, it's interesting and different. And now I'm thinking, so, well, maybe this gravestone turned into that gravestone. I said, no, you just are not looking well enough. So I did a couple other routes, and then I finally found it, and I did a much better job of getting the image. So I'm proud of that. But that's how ghost stories happen. They freak you out. Oh, I did too. Look at me, smarter than I look. Still can't get this on the... Oh, I know why I did it this way, because this, if I turned it the right way, it would exceed the width of the page. So it's on this, it's squiffy. I suppose we can always refold the paper. Something that looks like that. Anyway, so I got two, and they're both black. They both need to be black. Then I got one of these. Is that right way around? It is. And I got it just because it's a flower. I could do it. There, and I think that, oh, nope, it's another blank. And then all the crayons are in the bottom of my bag. That's Gracie, and so this is what my crayons look like. Also from the dollar store. Oh, that goes in there, it doesn't really matter. So this is kind of how it turns out, where I'm just rub. Same thing here. And then as I work through it, I just peel it down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there we are. And I'm just going to turn this bag inside out because there's a whole pile of crayon shavings in the bottom. And a whole pile of crayon, which is fine. So there we are. That's that. And last but not least, so let's get rid of this for the mow. I have more cats that I can go and get at the cemetery, but that's for the next journal. And I spent so much time looking for my crazy star that I didn't get a chance to do the dual. So we'll stack all these together like this. And we'll put that over there. So we've got more paper. And this is how I have too much paper for every single, I was going to say job that I do, but thing. So recall our, it's not paper, it's like it's the cardboardy. So let's do it this way. Oop, I didn't mean to bang. So recall this and me rejecting that, thinking, you know, it's not, it's too light, and it just was kind of plain. And so I did some painting on it. You can sort of see that there's glitter, not glitter, I'm going to call it shiny paint, for lack of a better way of saying it. And I put that shiny paint on the skeletons and spots on the moon and the broom, colored the hats. And I deliberately did not do a, so this is not colored in the lines. I did not want to color in the lines. I wanted it to be messy. So it is somewhat improved. It's a little bit more, and it's just a lot going on here. And I sort of lost my desire to work that hard to color it all in. But coloring things in when they're white and then choosing your own colors. Oh, there's another green that needs to happen. That's the other thing that I found difficult. It's kind of like doing a word search. Where did it go here? There. What I ended up doing was, okay, well, where are they? So boom, 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 boom. Okay, I need to look for the other pattern like that. So it's quite patterned. So we've got that one. And I'll put that with the other paper. And what's the other one that I used? This one is possibly my favorite of this method. So I took this one, which to me was a little cartoony, didn't really work for this theme, though the color is pretty good. And then that's what I did with it, which much improved. So this is kind of like a brassy shiny. I was using credit card to move some gesso around, 2 colors of splatter, white and black. Move some of this green ink around, and then this bronze was kind of wherever there was an obvious here, like this is a spider web center. You know that there's a spider web there, but it's not this kind of spider webby. It's like, oh yeah, there's lines there. Oh, that might be a spider web. Yeah, and the same thing with the other. So that's what this one is. So that is all of the paper that I have been able to create. I think, let's take a pause. Is there anything else that I want to do? There is, possibly stickers. And I have stickers already made from some of my last batches that I think I can probably use. Like I'd be able to use that. That would work. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's this one? That one would work. And here. No. That one might not be bad. Ooh, these are good. Yeah, these would be perfect. So I don't have to do any more. Oh yeah, that one would be really good. So we've got stickers that are already made. I might want to overstamp them with something, maybe. Not sure. So we've got stickers. So it might save me some time and I don't have to make any. I don't know why 6 is on there. It was clearly emphatic. Look at that, 6 and 3 underlines. Woo! Alrighty. So what do we want to do now? I want to what do I want to do? Oh, these. So let us have a look. And I want to try this. So somewhere in here, so that's one. Is it just the one? Yes, okay. Well, there we are. So I have never, I don't think I have. Never have I ever used book supplied paper washi to make washi, if that makes any sense. And I think we are going to be doing some more trimming. Okay, well there's one. Yes, okay. Two. See, like that's, we'll fix it in post. That's what we're going to say. Move that over just a hair. There we are. Oof. That's a yummy one. Ooh, I like that one. These are all horizontal, and I feel like I need to make at least one that's vertical. Need one that's a vertical. Well, no, this'll vert up. And I was thinking, as I was trying to drift off to sleep last night, who would be a good address, a fictitious address for this? So, who was in the making of things that are kind of poisons? And again, I'm gonna have a little rant about this silly thing that's, Michaels doesn't hang these. Dear manufacturer, you don't have to do that. It's silly. People don't hang paper, it's too heavy. Okay. So, get this out of the way. Anyway, so the only people that I could think of that were making liquids, potions, were winemakers. And I thought that was interesting. Okay, so clearly horizontal. Let's put the horizontals aside. Clearly horizontal. This totally could be a vertical. This can be either. This can be either. It can be either. I don't know. Oh, here's another horizontal. We're just going to try because I just want to see. I want to see what this, oh, that's not an open one. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to jiggle. Oh, I've got two out. That would be great. It just changes everything when you put googly eyes on it. It's very, this is a minor amount of background. So it's planner season in the manufacturing world, like Hobonichi and Traveler's Notebook and so forth. Hobonichi had their massive shop release happen on September 1st. Traveler's Notebook is October 1st. where am I going with this now? Wow. You could just feel the synapse go. Why did you need that background story? I don't know. We'll get back to it if I remember. Maybe I just wanted to tell you that. I don't think so. There was a point. There was a point. If you were here, you would be able to remind me of, well, you were talking about this and you were talking about that. And then it all went sideways. Okay, I'm focusing too much on that. I don't need to. I wonder what my point was. Well, we're not going to worry. So we have, and now let's do into colors. So this is sort of a purple. It's purple. That's all kind of black. So black purplies. I think I just want to cut that. You know, my brain is still working on what was my point. Because I did have one. I'll create a little bit of white space there. And look at us gluing something already. No, we're not. Not yet. What we're going to do is we're going to just make this a fine line. And we can't use that. We need to use the measures. We need to use the measures. I wonder if this was about me wanting to go to Value Village today. Possibly. I'll give you that story, and if there was another better story, I will tell you that one too. In any event, so Hobonichi has a ton of daytimers that have all kinds of different designs on them, and one of the designs they do is they do a men's tie, which is a very fine print on, it's called a weeks. A weeks is probably about that big. And it's a fine design. And I thought to myself, it's like, well, I'm not going to spend that amount of money for something that I could probably make myself that will make me way happier if I do it myself. So I might need to go to the thrift store today to get a men's tie so I can do this one craft. There, well, that's what we can do. Nope, it's here. There, oh, it's gonna be good enough. Is that good enough? Is that gonna be, you know, Just trim it. We'll just trim it. So anyways, that's where the idea came from, that's why I need to go and do a thing. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just do some home things today. There. Okay. Boarding house reach. Nope. Whoops. Oh. Well, that's uncharacteristically empty. All right, well, we'll just keep going until we get stamps. That might be useful. That's what happens when you clean your desk. Those are stickers. Ah, there we are. Stamps. Ooh, what's this? It's a bird. I like the color green. Polska, who is she? Oh, Madame Curie. She looks so aggrieved, sad. Well, I suppose if you're... Who are you? Probably wrote a book on economics. So I'm going to put you aside, madam. Madame. Ooh. Gracie, what are we doing? Did I mention that I pulled the screens out? He's a musician. That's not really, it's not on brand. Who are you? You are a war person. That's a verb. Something, year of the something. Oof. He's a lot of fierce. I know, pick one, pick one, pick one. Ooh, this is pretty. He's competing with that, and who is he? Who are you now? Oh, Vasco da Gama. He was an explorer guy. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. If I can get this up. Come on. There. No point in having pretties if you're not going to use them. Oh, I think I put it right on the glue. There. Then we'll need an address, which we'll worry about later. And once we get the address, then we'll do some more stamping. So let's call that a good one. And then let's do a second one. Now this one I've got thoughts. And I wanted to make it different. Yes, what are you doing? Well, don't you yell at me. I know it. So we've got these. Oh, right in the glue. Right in the glue. So we've got these stamps, which are my absolute, I love these ones. They're so good. Seems to me I made something out of those. What did I do with it? We're focused, and then we have, this is a moon, this is the strip that we just used more or less. There's the sun. There's a wolf. That would be fun. Maybe this. This is maybe a little bit more witchy, which I like. Okay. So, take this off. Recipe card is an ad memoir. Remind me I need to go do something. Sort of there. Okay. Well, not my problem, boo. Not my problem. So, what are we doing here? I want to do like that is a main chunk. Okay, and so I need a color. What are we doing? Now she's under my chair. I don't know what she's doing. I could do blue, black. I don't want to do black. This would be fun. This is a green. This is a library green, I think. Yes, library green. Let's do library green. Oh, I don't even know. I do not even know what's happening with her. Okay, that's enough. And I want it to do that. There. And then we'll wait. Ooh, that worked nice. I feel like I want to color it in. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. What do I want to do for colors? This is a watercolor pencil. And because I have used permanent ink, I can then watercolor around it, and then I can put a little bit of water in it, and it'll be fine. There. And I don't really have a gray, do I? What's this? Light violet. Oh, I don't know if this is a pencil. That's a pencil crayon. Do I want a pencil crayon? Doesn't really matter. A layer of it will be pencil crayon anyways. putting color in it really helps shape what the stamp is. There, okay, and then I'm gonna do like a light blue. What's this? Something green. Mineral green. Well, the stamp is green, so no. Well, where'd the blue go? Let's do this. There. Now, do we want to add a little water? Of course we do. Then the purple, just need to do the blue spots. Because if I pull this all over, it will lose the purple. An hour later, we have an envelope. Okay, so that's good. I don't know that I need anything else at the moment on this, like a more washi or anything. Let's go straight for, some people have stamp search, I have star search. Some people have star search, I have stamp search. What do I want? I want something that is, oof. It's soccer, but it's a good green, you know? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So Portugal and Canada stamp, because that'll go. That looks better. What do we think of that? The orange is a little high, but I'm not opposed, really, at the end of the day. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 50 minutes, okay. Margaret Miller is a great stamp collager. And while I don't follow a lot of what she does, I really appreciate the results that she gets. They're beautiful and so, what do I want to say? Self-contained and intense. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Look at me using up 4 whole stamps. I know. Okay, and that'll be fixed when we do some splodging. Now, I feel like this needs a line. That's not enough. I wonder if I just draw a line. I look around like, is anyone going to stop me? No, nobody's going to stop you. This is deliberately not a straight line. Who puts the caps on these so tightly? My goodness. Okay. Let's shift it over just a little bit. I'll cope with that. Do we need those clouds blue? We need them gray. Well, we'll do a little bit of blue because they look a little white. There, that looks better. Yeah, so this I think will be our last thing, and I need to go find some addresses. And I want to do, because anything worth doing is worth overdoing, just a little bit of a line at the bottom of the clouds. There. There. Okay. So I think we are good. We've done our couple envelopes, which I super love. We've got paper. What else have we done? We've got paper. We have more than enough paper now, so we should be able to cycle back next time, finish off the paper selection, and then get started on making envelopes, because making envelopes is the next stage after making some paper, some fodder to use. Anyways, that is all for now. Thank you as always for joining. I so appreciate having somebody who's always there when I show up to the camera, and that's really awesome. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.